All right. Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome. Hi. We are up and running. Yes. Another big day here. Let's get into the iVlog chat room. We're going to do it over there. Yeah, I have to log in every day, so we're going to do that right now. So let's get back to little Mr. Right. I'll be right there. Okay, we're up and running at iVlog. Welcome, everybody. Yeah. We aren't doing a Periscope show because it's too taxing on the signal. Yeah. Primavera, yeah. There's an A there. I knew there was an A there. Thank you. Yeah, we're doing real-time cooking with David in David's kitchen. Thank you for coming in. We're going to make a really nice meal for $6. Welcome, everybody. Hope you're having a good day. We finally got some cool weather in Washington. Lots of wind after those chemtrails came by a couple of weeks ago. Actually, 1 week ago we got slammed with chemtrails, and now it's rain and wind. Yeah, thank you. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start the show and get things rolling on. No, I'm going to show you how much shrimp you can get for, yeah, take a look at this shrimp I picked up for $2. Let me move this nice knife. That is $2 worth of shrimp, folks. Let me show you how I did it. There's a company called Northern Chef. I think this is great. Processed in Thailand, but harvested in Mexico. And they bought a bunch of property off the coastline. This Thailand shrimp company bought property in Baja, California. Isn't that a cool idea? So it's harvested in Mexico, processed in Thailand. This whole package cost me $3.99, and I'm basically looking at putting half the package away. So believe it or not, and there, what I saw a sale where this was on $2.99 for sale. So if you look around, you'll get cooked, pre-cooked, tail on. Be sure you get the tail on. Don't get the outside hull. That's just too much of a problem. This shrimp is raised in some of the freshest water in Baja, California. Yeah. And then I'm going to add to this meal Snow's, excuse me, move my Land O'Lakes butter here. I'm going to add a $1 can of Snow's clams. You can get this at the dollar store for $1. A very good product. And you want to throw all the juice that you have in that dish. The first step is to actually start the pasta water. Now this shrimp cost me $2. The can cost me $1. This entire box of farfalle bowtie pasta, non-GMO, cost me $1. I bought this on sale. So I'm up to $4. I'm going to add a big package of cheese, but you can basically put $1 worth of cheese into this meal, and or yogurt. And I happen to get this for 25 cents, so I got this organic farm-raised grass-fed yogurt I'm going to add to it. I'm not going to use all the cheese, just a portion of it. And I also portioned off $1 worth of vegetables to make the Primavera. I've got some asparagus, some broccoli, mushrooms, and an organic onion. I can get all that for $1. Now, if you can't get it for $1, cut back on your ingredients, use canned food, whatever. There's all kinds of canned food opportunities for you. Del Monte makes a whole line of canned food that's non-GMO. You can put cans of food in this type of dish. All right, so that's called flex cooking. Just do it, yeah. Now the big thing is you have to start with an onion, of course, and you have to get your water boiling. So let's do that. I'm going to fill up my container of water with some filtered water for you. Load that into the container. See my little cucumber here? See what I do with the cucumber? Rub my face with the cucumber, see that? They do that in day spas. They put cucumbers over your eyes. It actually really helps tighten the skin around your eyes. So I'm going to get that on a high flame of level 6. Get that boiling. And we're good to go. Yeah, cucumbers really refresh your eyes if you've been working a long time. Of course, we're going to use Italian seasoning, McDundy. Yeah, of course. Thanks for reminding me. Got it. Caught it in real time. Yeah, my famous Italian seasoning. I'm going to use that. I buy it in bulk, of course. You don't need to stare at the sink, but isn't this a cool little kitchen? Did you see these GMO tomatoes that Sarah got 10 months ago? They're still exactly like they were when they came off the plant. They're GMO tomatoes. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, apparently they don't get old. Yeah, that's kind of a nice thing. Now you can use optional things like peppers. I've got a couple peppers I'm going to throw in there. Pesto sauce, you can use a tablespoon of that, as well as Italian seasoning. Garlic, you might like garlic. Yeah. So I've got my zero water filter in the background. That makes really good water. Well, the fact is, these plants that are engineered to feed the world, LGBTQ, whatever you are actually dangerous to eat, and you don't realize that. Right. So apparently you're okay with eating genetically modified food and then looking down and saying, oh gosh, I've got a tumor growing. Oh, what am I going to do now? Oh. Yeah, so you're okay with having a tumor growing in your stomach. I had a cousin that died of stomach cancer, and you know what he did? He was a farmer in Minnesota. He made wild rice. And wild rice is grown in wet areas, but they use a lot of pesticides. And he made the mistake of not washing his hands when he ate, and he'd be delivering the pesticides, and he managed to eat the pesticides. So, yeah, that didn't help his stomach at all. It created stomach cancer. David, you look an hour younger after that cotton cucumber. I know. Let me look a couple hours younger. Hang on. Oh, it's so relaxing to have the cucumber rub. Oh man, that's great. That's even better than the fruit spray. Thank you. You know, I will do some exhibition cooking at the buffet at the White House, so count on that. I'm going to have a little a sous chef cooking area right in front of where I'm going to eat, behind the bulletproof glass at the White House. Yeah, so that's the goal. I'm going to do a little exhibition cooking, and then you can actually talk to me through the bulletproof glass. It'd be great. You know, we could actually, there will be a place where we could touch our hands next to each other, but they'll be within 7 inches of each other. So I'll put my hand up and touch it. Thank you. You're very kind. I know you're just saying that because I really look like hell today. No, I don't touch myself. I keep my hands constantly washed. In fact, I can't really cook when I'm washing my hands, so I'm gonna spend a whole day washing my hands today. Mr. Rogers died of stomach cancer? I did not know that. It must have been something he ate. He probably got into those pesticides. Would you like to have some pesticides today? Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to the show. How would you like to eat polluted food? Would you like to have pesticides and herbicides on your food? Yeah, he was a real character, that guy. Sarah loves the guy, so I don't say anything bad about him. I wasn't that into the show because it was weird the way he talked to kids, but you know, he really connected to kids. Hey, greetings from Korea. Welcome, Oppo Research. Welcome. And he didn't have that Those allegations never flew with Mr. Rogers. He never touched a kid that we know of. Please don't contact me if you have dirt on my 2020 opponents. I will not take information from foreign governments. Unlike Trump, who's willing to commit espionage to win an election, I would never do that. Great. We're going to remove you from the show for a while, Palpatine. Okay, let's get started. Move the shrimp out of position. Yeah, move the camera over so you can see me. Get the onion cutting area together. You know, I'm going to put a little salt in that water to get the water for the bow tie pasta going. Hold it. I've got to stand up straight. I've been accused of not standing up straight. Hold on. I put the sea salt inside the water. It is now boiling soon. Beep. Yeah. You saw my feet? Are you kidding me? How did you do that? How's that possible? No, there's no foot cam here. All of you weirdos are foot fetish people. Man, you must really get into those. What the hell? You must get into those pedo eggs. Have you seen those pedo eggs? It's the weirdest thing. They're called pedo eggs. And they're like grinding wheels that you push a button and have a rechargeable battery. Man, they're really, really good. Yeah. I did a little foot sculpting the other day with my pedo egg. And man, they really... I'm not, no, Big Dundee. You're looking at a body that's heavily sculpted underneath the bulletproof outfit that I'm wearing. Yes. Yeah, there's no gain of weight here. I'm exactly the same weight I weighed about 8 years ago. Yes. Dysfunction, reboot, beep, beep, beep. Hello, hi, welcome to David's Kitchen. I'm David. I know. Isn't that great? Hey, what's in this container is shrimp that's just setting up in some water. I'm going to get this pan going on level 3 up in the back here. And that boiling water, it will reach boil at about, I'd say, another 15 minutes. Meanwhile, we're going to cut that onion. So let's zoom down on the onion. I'm going to cut the onion with this 67 blade knife. Yes, here we go. Boom, like that. Cut like butter. Calm down, dude. I'm going to take it down to level 3. It's too hot. Sometimes they kind of don't like to be at level 6 right away, so we'll take it up slower. Yeah, so here I am making my onion, peeling the skin off. That's an essential thing. You always want to keep a fingernail available for that. If you guys bite your fingernails, you're in trouble. Cooking needs a little bit of a fingernail, so if you're like Chef Ramsay and you're very nervous from all the restaurants he runs, I'm going to bet that he bites his fingernails. I'm just going to bet that he doesn't have any fingernails. Me, I have all my fingernails. And everything else. My body is proportioned just like a human's. Okay, the theme is robots today. I just saw the Black Mirror of Miley Cyrus, the new one that came out. Man, that is just one weird movie, but I liked it. But the messaging at the end was very weird. Talking about serving somebody and you'll get what you deserve. I couldn't believe that. That thing was so full of Illuminati messaging, I couldn't believe it. Okay. This organic onion is essential to the cooking phase. Always look at the knife when you're cutting. And always keep your fingers away from the knife, otherwise it'll cut your fingers off. You wouldn't want that. All right. That pan back there is getting hot. I'm going to go ahead and put a little olive oil in there, my usual organic olive oil. Extra virgin. Go for my 3 tablespoons, my usual. Yeah, that's my standard. That farfalle is going to be really good. I'm going to cook that ahead of everything, but right now I'm going to get these onions in the pan. And Primavera came out in 1975, Pasta Primavera. It was a development that occurred in California cuisine that kind of shocked the world. Pasta Primavera was like, whoa, really? We can take vegetables and cook them with vegetables and meat and whatever. And it became the thing. And in the 70s, people would, oh, could I get Pasta Primavera, please? And it was almost a vegetarian dish. You can put, yeah, definitely a dash of garlic, for sure. All right. We're going to get the garlic in a little bit later. Put that in toward the end of the cooking phase, because otherwise it's of no value. It caramelizes. Okay, so we're going to get the olive oil in there, nice and hot olive oil. I'm going to push the onions right in there. I'm going to take the temperature up to level 6 there, and I guess we're at 6 on both of them right now. All right, good. Just going to get the onions started. I'm going to chop up the mushrooms. But first we're going to do the broccoli, because that takes the longest. I rinsed it off, of course, but it's important to note that broccoli has shown the least amount of Roundup on it overall. Yeah, now this is not organic broccoli, but I washed it off, and broccoli's turned out to be a pretty good vegetable in terms of Roundup for some reason. The way it grows up above the plant, it doesn't have a lot of Roundup in it. They've tested it. Oh, come on, you can eat broccoli. It's good for you. What are you, George W. Bush, H.W. Bush? Okay, let's take a look at this broccoli head right here. We're going to cut those tops off like that. Put those aside, and then I'm going to cut the base of this right here. And I'm going to kind of shave it off a little bit. And the thing about broccoli is if you cook the stalk, it's very good for you. It's a cruciferous vegetable, and it's got full of anti-carcinogenic. It forms a cross. It forms a cross at the root, and they say that's helpful in building your immune system. Cauliflower does it. Yeah, Brussels sprouts do it. Pastor Jackson has been banned. And if you do spam, I will turn on slow chat for everybody, and everyone will be upset.
Remember, you can put your kid-friendly comedy video if you hit the donation link, and it's...
We don't do Buddhism hotline, but thank you though. Don't give me any incriminating data from foreign countries. I don't want to hear it. I've got enough incriminating data on Donald Trump and Joe Biden from America. We don't need anything from foreign countries. Okay, I'm going to slice the broccoli in half, the stem, and then again slice it again in half, like that. Okay, I'm going to take the ends of the stalks and just break them right when the break point occurs, like right there. So you want to get any of the tough stalks of this out of the way. That's good. Okay, this has been washed off again. Always wash your vegetables. We're going to keep the tops of the asparagus just on the side, because they cook with the broccoli tops separate. Later, I shouldn't say separate, but later. And we're just going to go ahead and dice up all those nice little vegetables that we have right here. Whoop, did you see my feet? Oh, luckily you didn't. Okay, I thought you saw my feet there. About a 1/4 inch. The broccoli and asparagus. Okay, and throw those items, the small stalks, into the sizzling onions. some light on the subject here. Okay, now is a good time to put your Italian seasoning in. So we'll give it a few shakes. And we've got a full boil going in our mineral water, salted mineral water. So we're going to open up the farfalle or the bowtie pasta. Non-GMO, look for that label. It's a very good label to have, especially when they make them with non-GMO labels. I'm going to put the farfalle in the water that's boiling, the whole box, and just start spinning it around. Make sure you move that pasta frequently every 2 minutes. You can cover it if you want to keep the heat in, but it will boil over if you keep it tight. Beware. All right, I'm cooking shrimp pasta Primavera. Are you unable to read? What's going on here, dude? Yeah, I'm making this recipe up as I go. All right, gonna have some hot coffee. All right. We're going to remove you from the show. Thank you. Yeah, we could do other things like chop vegetables here. We're just prepping things for the final move. There we go. Oh, look at how beautiful that looks. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, we'll take those mushrooms and kind of slice them sideways. Okay. Okay, give that a spin with a stirring rod. You're pre-cooking your onions, and then you're going to throw your other vegetables in on top of those with the shrimp. Now the shrimp doesn't take a lot of cooking, so you're going to cook that toward the end. It's cooked shrimp, so it'll go in at the very end. And then I'll have to pull the tails off of the shrimp. Okay, we're going to go ahead and cut the peppers. Nice. Make sure you don't have any seeds in there. These little peppers are kind of neat. They're just adding flavor. It makes the Primavera concept. It's not a priority to have peppers, but it always is nice for flavor. And these little peppers don't have very many seeds, so they're kind of fun to work with. Okay, we'll go ahead and slice that up, the peppers, and just kind of cut them crossways. Not a big deal. About a 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch. Nice big chunks. All right, here we go. We got a boil over going. I'm going to give that another stir. Perfect timing. Lost one of the bow ties, going back in. I love these flat top stoves because they're so easy to clean, and that's the whole thing. Is the cleanup is super easy. Does your cookware have stay cool handles? No. This is not an advanced cook set. This is a stainless steel. I don't even go with the stickless because there's a recall in the stickless. They're supposed to phase all stickless out. There was supposed to be a phase out by 2016, but stickless now is the form of ceramic stickless, and those haven't been tested yet. So what they did was they just like when DDT was banned, the pesticide companies went ahead and reconfigured new pesticides and then just kept pushing them. So I don't even know if this ceramic cup I'm drinking out of is even safe. Pastor Jackson, you have been removed for saying the bad word earlier, and because you're so critical of our show, you don't belong here. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of the vegetables into the cooking onions. Okay, I'm going to put all the vegetables in there. I'm going to throw a little shrimp water that I've cover that up and turn it down to level 3. You're now in the steam fry phase of the cooking. Let me get the garlic. You're in luck. Just enough garlic in this container with a little water in it to throw in there with the shrimp. Remember when I bought this thing? It was like $6.99. I paid. It's lasted me through like months of cooking. Okay, move your pasta around. Okay. I'm going to open up this can of Bumblebee, or rather, not Bumblebee, Snow's clams. Now, the clam juice makes this thing really pop. If you haven't used clam juice in your seafood cooking with pasta, people will love it. Trust me on this. It just brings out the taste. Now, if they are allergic to clams, of course, you can't use it, but you got to ask people, are you allergic to clams? You know? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use the clams to throw in the hot pasta as it's cooking as the vegetables are cooking. I'm going to throw the clams in on top of it with the pre-cooked shrimp. Thanks, Tom. You're kind to say that. So are you, Richard. Richard Burns. Hey, you have a very good show here, David. Thank you, Richard. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so this is a daily show, as you know. And if you want to, have little tips on how to cook and keep your wrinkles from forming, rubbing yourself with cucumber, it's a relaxing environment, for people. Really? I did not know that. Thanks for sharing. We are under attack? Uh-oh. We're still broadcasting. Okay. Censorship. Is video on? Let me take a look. The broadcast tampering is partially un-American. No? Really? No video? Frozen? Huh. Okay. Okay, hold that thought while I go take care of this problem. Let me get our regular show up and running over at iVlog. Let me take care of this right now. Okay, we'll do this in just a second. Hang on. Hello again. Welcome. Sorry we had a problem. I am broadcasting over at Vaughn, and we are doing on a little delay, but this is one workaround I managed to do last time, and it works okay. You'll see that our Vaughn cast is being censored pretty heavily, and iVlog, the number of people at iVlog remains small, which is unusual, and I'm pretty sure that iVlog is still censoring us aggressively after Mark reached them. All right. I'm going to go ahead and pour that clam sauce into the rolling. They're starting to cook. They're steaming and cooking. Level 3. I'm going to throw the clam sauce in there. Okay. Kind of push it around with the vegetables. And you can throw, I'm going to drain the water out of here. And what I'm going to do is drain it over here into the pasta, and I'm going to let the pasta sit on level 3 and just kind of stay warm for a while. I'm going to put the shrimp in there, and I'm going to throw the rest of that garlic that I was telling you about in there as well. Okay. Take it up to level 6 and just let it sit, cooking while it steam fries, basically. Man, that garlic is great. That was a really good purchase. $6.99 got me all that California garlic. Don't get the crushed garlic from China. Yeah. It's got Roundup and pesticides on it, and you know, it's really, really messed up. I am testing the strength of my shirt, yes. No intrusions whatsoever on my Kevlar. Okay, so we're good to go. Let's go over here and see if we can give that a little stir back there. Okay. I'm going to set that on off. Meanwhile, the front grill here is at level 6. You can throw a little Italian seasoning or pesto on top of that when you're ready to open it, but don't open it yet. No, you're mistaken. I don't have a waste problem. No, Tom. Gosh, you lost your count, Tom. We're not going to be unbanning Tom after that comment. Yeah. Jeez. Can you believe he actually said I had a waste problem? What an idiot. Victory for cake. I'm not burning anything out of my food. I'm steam frying right now. It's doing all the jobs that I expected. Those asparagus are almost done. The shrimp are pretty much pre-cooked. I'm just basically heating it all up together, and then I'm going to turn it off right now. Okay. I'm going to turn it down to low. Then I'm going to take some of these ingredients like this aged cheddar that Tillamook makes. It's like a cheddar tasting thing that they put out. I'm going to throw that on top along with some pesto and some butter and some yogurt. Maple Hill plain yogurt. I've got whole milk. Organic. I got these for 25 cents a piece on sale, and they're still good. I don't need hardly any salt. There's hardly any salt in this dish. Yeah. The Snow's clams have the most salt, and the salt content is pretty high. It's about 900 milligrams total, but among 10 people, that's 90 milligrams per person. The shrimp that's frozen at sea is naturally salted, and the pesto sauce has a little bit of salt in it. Parmesan has some salt. This aged cheddar is a small amount of salt. Cheddar cheese has salt. But for the most part, it's not that salty. Ever seen a scissors that cuts things like this? It's quite a scissors. I picked that up a long time ago when I first started sewing my own clothes. No, Tom's not going to be allowed to come into the room anymore. He said I had a waist problem, and frankly, my waist is in great shape. Yeah, I'm like, as you know, I work out a lot, and my abs of steel have become rather large. When you build up, lots of sit-ups, you eventually get a little bit of a roll around the middle. I call them flabs of steel, if that's okay with you. All right, but Tom's done. He's been removed permanently from the show. I'm going to take a little of this stuff and throw it on top of the... Oh, look at that. Okay, give everything a nice big stir. Okay. Now you can leave the tail on this the shrimp. People love to pull it off when they're eating. Cover it up. I'm going to throw this entire thing of yogurt in there because I love yogurt. Man, that is the best yogurt ever. Man, that's so good. That bovine yogurt is really fantastic. Tom's done. Anybody who makes statements like that about my waist is sick. I work hard all the time. Of course I lick the lid. Who wouldn't? I'm not going to let that go to waste. Okay, here we go. That's going in there with some Parmesan. We got it on a nice little low temperature. I'm going to put a pat of butter in there. Because whenever you make pasta with seafood, you need some butter. I'm going to throw that much in there. And then I'm going to put the yogurt on top of that. Okay, now take it up to level 3 again. Man, that is good yogurt. That's like a grass-fed organic. Maple Hill. Man. I've normally never liked plain yogurt, but man, that is just incredible. Wow. Wow. Yeah. All right. The problem is my recycler people, they don't take these anymore. It's like a number 2 plastic, a number 5 peat. They won't take it at my recycler. Because China has cut off all shipments of recyclable material because of Donald. Yeah, turned out Tom was the lot guy. Yeah, we had pretty much pegged Tom Ain as the lot guy. That was his alternative character. No, he ruined himself. Talking about my waist, I've got a very nice waist. Yeah, my waist is not a waist. It's a very nice waist. It's a size 40, admittedly. This summer I'm going to get down to like the 36 because I'll be traveling. And usually, when you see me this summer, I'm going to be pretty emaciated on the road. Yeah. We won't be doing cooking shows past this next Thursday. We're going into a summer travel around the world kind of thing. Yeah, you can't talk about my waist that way, Tom. You're done. Done. Never coming back here again. Okay, so what I'm going to do is drain the pasta, which is done. Hello. I like to run water when I'm draining my pasta. That way it doesn't burn the grill or burn the sink. Okay. Oh, I think I hear somebody at the door. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna get my mega container for big meals. Let me go get that. Nope. This is my favorite. I'm going to put a little olive oil down on the base of that glass. About a tablespoon. I'm going to put the pasta on that. Any stragglers? There we go. Yeah, I guess Sarah wasn't coming home right now. She's still at work. Yeah. Isn't that great? I can't get over getting attacked every single time I come in here at Vaughn. It's just unbelievable. They attack me midway through the show. They expect me to stop my show. Just to stop the show. No, I keep the show going. Just because they can't see me means I can get on the other show and I'm back up and running. Now that is ready for the next step. Now being that's still simmering on the stove over here and all the ingredients are cooked, I just have to give it a little spin. Wow, look at that. Everything is done al dente. All the vegetables are perfect. Wow. Okay, now I'm going to take it up to level 3. I'm going to add a little pesto for flavoring. About a tablespoon. Man, that pesto's great too. Mmm. Wow. Okay, now this is where the cheese comes in. This is a great product. Tillamook makes these chips of sharp cheddar, aged cheddar. I got this whole package for $1, so I'm just going to put a portion of it in there. I am kind of bragging about that. Use my special scissors. Isn't that funny? Okay, give it a shake on top of the sauce. Get that going. Cook that at level 3 for about 5 minutes. The cheese will melt pretty quick. $6. Are you unable to read, Richard? I mean, my goodness, I've got the price above me at $6. You can use a small amount of cheese. You can even just use Parmesan, for crying out loud. Tom just blew it. You can't talk about my waist that way. Donald has like a 50 waist. I've got a 40 waist. Believe me, I wouldn't have a 40 waist if I had gone on trips every summer the past 7 years, because every time I go on a trip, I lose 10 or 15 pounds. So guaranteed, I'm actually perfect to go on the trip at 40, because I'll be down to a 36 waist. I will. Yeah, you're watching a preview screen from iVlog. That's the best I can do, because Vaughn was censoring me big time. Yeah. Now I will be at 30. I'm going to shoot for a 36 waist, and you'll see it at the end of the summer. All right. Okay, we're almost done. Once that cheese melts, everything comes together. Here we go. It's melted. Yay. Take the entire meal and put it on top of the pasta. Like that. Anytime you have stainless steel, you got to get water in there, otherwise it becomes a nightmare. Okay, the shrimp has some tails on it, but it's still got all the full flavor. I'm going to let the people eating the meal pull the shrimp off. Honestly, I cannot feed 10 people with this. I'm dropping the number to 6. So I'm modifying the number. But we're good to go, and you can top it off with Parmesan or paprika, anything you want, with a full flavor meal. All right, so we're going to 6 for 6. Yeah, I was a little bit exaggerant to think I can't only feed 6 people with that. Hey, that is better than disgusting. And Johnny, you're going to lose your account too if you keep that up. Yeah. Now, in lieu of the fact that many of you are unaware of the rules of the show, I'm giving you some chances. Tom has already been banned twice and unbanned, so strike 3, you're out, Tom. And that's it for Dave at David's Kitchen. In the next 2 minutes, I'm going to be in my other show with a tie on, and we will be ready to go for the start of our Technology Thursday show. Thanks for coming in, everyone, to David's Kitchen. Take care.